Small Business Week continues, and I'm here at Aspen Spa with Heaven, the owner. So Heaven, tell all of our viewers a little bit about Aspen Spa.
So I started Aspen Spa. The idea came about February. I dropped out of college, I was doing nursing, and I did not like that at all. So my parents said, why don't you do mobile aesthetics for the seniors in Cornwall, because there's nothing like that right now. So at first I did not like that idea at all. I'm like, I don't think that's, not going to happen. And then the more I sat and thought about it, I was like, actually, I think this would really benefit Cornwall because we don't have anything like that. So I sat down, started researching, was kind of discouraged because there is so many spas, but I figured if I did something like this, it would stick out a bit more. So once I did my research, found out what stuff I was going to need, what permits I was going to need, if I could even do this in Cornwall, because sometimes permits are different depending on the city. So I started doing that, and then I'm like, yep, this is happening. So 4 months later,
Here you are.
Yeah.
So, in early discussion you had mentioned that you had done aesthetics
Yes.
prior to going to college, so you did that. How many years did you do that?
I graduated in 2015, did it right out of school. I got a job right out of school at Oasis. Worked there for a while, I loved it there, the people were great, and then I decided I wanted something different, so I went out west to Alberta, worked at a high-end spa there, so I got that kind of knowledge too, because this was a small local spa, which is very personable, but that was like very professional, uniforms, all of that stuff. So I learned a lot there too, because every person you work with teaches you stuff, so you kind of need to learn that before doing your own thing. So then I moved back, and that's when this started. Yeah.
It's interesting because it seems like there's a common theme with a lot of people that we talk to where, they educate themselves and, they have a little bit of doubt at first whether it's the right direction for them to go in.
Yes.
They try something different, then they know this is what they want to do. But I think the common theme is that they surround themselves with experts in the field and really understand the business side of it before moving into this direction.
Yes,
so just they know that they're fully prepared, which is interesting because that's basically what you did too.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you're here now, you've been here for a few months, and let's talk about taking that first step where you knew this is what you wanted to do. Where do you go from there? You have the idea.
Yes.
How do you make it happen?
So I definitely asked a few other people my age who do have a spa in town. We're kind of all friends. There's no competition. We support each other, which is very important for sure.
Yeah.
That helped. They were my first push because I could see that they did it. So I'm like, okay, well, of course I can do it if they did it. But always at the back of your mind, you're scared. It's just natural fear. So talking to them first, getting that feedback is very important. You have to know that you're going to be okay whether you succeed or fail. It's not the end of the world. It's better to do that instead of thinking what if the whole time. So to just do the jump. So it's definitely that, a lot of research. You need to do the research.
Make trust in yourself, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
Okay, so for all our viewers out there that are great in the field that they're in, or maybe have a great business idea and haven't taken that first step, or even have the idea of starting their own business, what advice would you give somebody if they asked you, how do I get started?
Well, like I said, just do it. You're going to be okay. Cornwall is very supportive of small businesses. You have support. You have your family, your friends. They will support you 100%. If you think you can do it and you put your mind to it, you will 100% do it. You don't have to fear that you're not going to do it, because if you put the work in, it will happen. If you put the work in and believe in yourself, it will happen for sure. People support you.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're right. There is a lot of support. Obviously, family is important.
Yeah.
There are agencies and organizations in the city that will definitely help in any way they can.
Yeah.
Chamber of Commerce, Cornwall Business Enterprise, Community Futures Development. You name it. There's a lot of resources out there for you to ask those questions, and not just them, but other entrepreneurs in the area, like Heaven, who can give you some feedback and advice on maybe you taking your first step.
Yes.
All right.
For sure.
Thanks, Heaven.
Thank you.